Welcome to the Trade Club Family Channel, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the Bollinger Band strategy and how you can get 30 to 50 pips a day with this strategy. So this strategy is done on the high time frame, preferably the 4 hour. And with this strategy, you're able to set it in your phone and forget it. So you want to utilize the 4 hour time frame or the daily time frame, and you want to use those. You want to identify the area of resistance on the daily or the weekly time frames. On the 4 hour time frame, you want to identify areas of opportunity. You want to add the indicator, the stochastic indicator for confluence. All right. All right. So here we go, guys. So I have my EUR USD here on my chart, and I don't have anything on my chart. So when I first start marking up my charts, I don't have anything up there. I need to see it bare, naked, nothing. And what I'm looking for is the trend. Is this an uptrend? This is a downtrend. And I'm also looking for areas of resistance, guys. So let's first go to the daily time frame so we can get a better idea on where we have resistance. So if we go to the daily, that's saying that um, this this particular area had resistance for. Okay, so let's see, we're going to see there's a big spike here. This is, so guys, I'm in EUR USD on the daily, and I'm going to be identifying some areas of some possible resistance for the daily time frame. I would put this as a possible area of resistance here. As you can see, price did not go up past this area here. It had resistance here, okay? And this was the last time it went to this area was January 10th. So let's find another time where it, and this is it as well here. And this was back in September 21st. So this area was this resistance happened January 10th. And so this resistance was September 23rd. So now we can look at today and see and make, and then let's look, and let's also do the bottom here. This is our support. Just trying to find here an area where, pretty big area, but it didn't break. And when it did, it went down and came right back up and went back into this level. It went up, then go past this level here and went to this level here. So if you can see, this is a consolidation right now. This EUR USD is currently in consolidation. It was going up. If I can get my trend line, I can show you that this is an uptrend here, up there. It's going up. See, guys, it's an uptrend. So this is showing us that EURD is in the uptrend, and it is now currently consolidating though at this particular time. Okay, let's remove these. This was trying to show you guys what I see and what I look for when I go into my trades. And so that's the daily. So we found out possible areas of resistance. This is just to keep in mind. And then because when we put our trade in, we know we're not going to go any lower than, like this area. Well, really, it will probably be like this area up here, depending on how many pips you want to catch, or what your risk is, your risk to reward ratio, which should be no more than 1 to 3% of your account. So back to the 4 hours. All right, so what we're going to be identifying now is areas of, resistance again. So we can say that it didn't go past, the price didn't go past this area, January 10th, like we just said, same thing. So now what we're going to do, since we identified the trend, so now we know where the trend is. It's an uptrend, and we identified the last area, our area of resistance on the daily and on the 4 hour. we can now add our stochastic to see, and our indicators and our confluences to see if this is going to be a good trade. So how do we do that? So what we're looking at here, just with the naked eye, before we put anything on there, this is going down. These last few candles on the 4-hour and EURUSD is going short. Okay, so that's something we need to be aware of. So if it's going short and it's going down, we're going to be looking for it. We want to buy it low and sell it high. So we want to look for a area of opportunity where it's going to go up. And we're going to use our Bollinger Bands to help us identify that area, and our stochastic as well to give us confirmations that it is a good area to utilize and it's a good time to get in. So let's go ahead and add our Bollinger Bands. So you want to go to indicators here on the top left, type in Bollinger Bands here in the search bar. Once you start typing it, BOLLIN, it'll come up itself. And you go to the one that just says bands. And I put a star next to mine because it's one of my regular ones that I do utilize. So this is our Bollinger Bands here, guys. Let's go ahead and do some tweaking to this. I like my Bollinger Bands, the top one. So Bollinger Bands are pretty much support and resistance. It's indicating support and resistance. So if you see a candle form outside of that Bollinger Band, that means that the trend is most likely going to be going in the other direction. But before you get in, you want to confirm and you want to wait for the next candle to form in the direction that you want it to go. So for instance, if you see that the candle is outside on the top Bollinger Band, that means most likely it's oversold. I'm sorry, overbought. So it's going to be going down. So you're looking for that next candle to be red or a lower candle before you get in. And so I'm going to also show you that as well. So for my Bollinger Bands, I like for the top one, the base one is fine with yellow. We're going to make it a little thicker so we can see it better. The upper one, I like for that to be green. Or blue, rather, the blue for buy. And make this darker so you can see that better. Make it a darker blue. Oh, that's too dark. That's good. Okay. And then the lower band, I like that to be red for our cells. And make that a little darker as well so you can get a better picture on that. Okay. Okay. You don't have to touch anything else. Everything else is perfect. With the settings, leave it, the default settings are perfect. Just press OK. And as you can see, we have our Bollinger Band set up here. And as we take a closer look at this, it kind of puts this in a better perspective. We're not going to even add our stochastic in here just yet. We're just going to look at this with the Bollinger Band and the candlesticks. And we see how if we can, okay, if we can see how this red candle has formed outside of the Bollinger Band. It's formed outside, not the whole body, but the majority, which is just enough. The next candle is a green candle, okay? That's a good sign. That means that we want to go in for going long, which is to go buy. We're going to go long. Okay, guys, so first thing we're going to see is the trend. We see the trend is it's going short, it's gone down. So we know that if it's going down, it has to come up. So we're looking for the buy. We're looking to go long. That's the first thing we see. Man, we had no Bollinger Bands. Then we put the Bollinger Bands for our confluence. And as you can see, it closed outside of the Bollinger Band. And the next one was green, exactly what we need. That's what we're looking for. We're going to use another confluence and we're going to add our stochastic just for the last little bit that we need to say, yes, we should get in this trade. And once we get this, we should be good to roll. Okay, guys? So here we have the stochastic, and this is exactly what we are looking for, guys. So the settings for the stochastic, let's go here and look at the settings. The K line, we want that to be blue. And the D line, we want that to be red for our cell, just like up top. And this is just like up top as well, blue. Okay, very good. And that's all we need to do with that. Everything else is going to be the default settings. The default settings are perfectly fine with these. Okay, so what we're looking for with the stochastic is we're just looking for confirmation. We're looking for it to say if the currency was overbought or oversold. And we're looking for this because we want to know when is it time to get in. So with this being said, the lines have gone below the 20, which means it is oversold, and that this will be a good time to look to go long for the buy. And as you can see, the stochastic is actually turning up, which means it is going in the direction of the buy. So that is telling us, actually, let me see some, my goodness, that this is not a bad idea here. Okay, guys. So if you guys have any questions on how to utilize your Bollinger Bands, if you want us to do some live trading with the Bollinger Bands, show you guys how we get in, how we get out, we'll be more than happy to do some lives. Please join our Telegram. The link is going to be in the description below. We do provide trade ideas. We even show you guys, like we mark up, show you how we see these trades. We put the signal in. We have people making money every day, all day. We love doing this. This is our passion. It's something that we are passionate about. So just a quick review, guys. Real quickly, for the Bollinger Bands, you're looking for the candle to close outside of the Bollinger Band. Even if it's just the wick by itself, that's fine. Either at the top of the Bollinger Band, the blue, outside the blue, or below, outside the red, okay? The middle one is the EMA. It's the estimated average of all of the most recent 200 price actions. So that's what the EMA is. So a lot of times the price will kind of hang around the EMA. So you'll see it won't go too far away from it. So that's why it's good to have that as well as another confluence. And it always comes back. It'll go out, but come back. And that's why those Bollinger Bands are good, because it lets you know how far out it's gone and that it's about to come back. And that's when you know to get in. So you always want to buy low and sell high, and keep that in mind when you're looking at the charts, even when you're going long, so this is a good trade. If anybody, sees this trade like this, I would probably not get in right away, take your time, but this is a good trade. If you get in now, you can probably catch, like I said, 30 to 40 pips, because this trade is going up. The stochastics oversold, and the green candles indicating that this candle is going to be a buy, and that you can at least get 30 pips jumping in right now. All right, you guys, once again, I love you. Thank you so much for sticking with us and for spending time with us. We do appreciate this. If there's anything that you guys would like to see, if there are any comments, questions, concerns, let us know. We're here to share, support, and to provide knowledge, resources, and love. All right, you guys, peace.